How to make unique sounding tracks that sound as good or even better than your favorite artist in just 4 to 6 hours. I know this is a bold claim, but in this video I want to show you how I'm gonna help you to achieve these results in the next 16 weeks.
My aim with Vlad from the outset was to be able to make music that was club ready and worthy of being accepted by a record label. I've now made 3 tracks with Vlad's help, and I'm stoked to say that I've already had interest in one of my tracks, and I'm currently in the process of negotiating terms. Even though I had faith that this would happen eventually, it still feels a bit surreal for this to be happening already.
Lately, I've been working with a lot of music producers just like you, and there are some common trends, obstacles, and problems that I see, and I want to talk about that. Number 1, achieving professional sound quality in your tracks. This thing combines pretty much everything that you need to know about your music, starting from sound design, creative things, arrangement, mixing, composition, and all that. So the main problem that my clients tell me, and a lot of music producers online, is that their tracks, you just can't compare them to the references. They do not sound as good, and they can't stand face to face to their favorite artist tracks. Number 2, consistency and completion of projects. Sometimes you make a track, it sounds great, amazing, but the second or the third track that you produce, it just doesn't sound as good. You don't have predictable results. And it's a lot about having a simple and clear system that you use when you make music. So every time when you sit in front of your computer, as a result, you get a great sounding track. And on top of that, add self-doubt, lack of motivation, just because you're not finishing those tracks. And it can create those mental blocks. So you're not finishing music and you start feeling guilty, doubting yourself, and that goes in this vicious circle. And I'm telling you from my personal experience, I know how bad it can get sometimes. Number 3, personalized feedback and mentorship. From my client's perspective and a lot of conversations that I had with music producers online, there's a huge demand for that. When you're learning how to produce music with free resources like YouTube and even with paid courses, there's always a limit how much you can learn and how far you can go on your own. It's not impossible, but it's gonna take you 10 times more time and effort to understand those things yourself, without a fresh pair of ears who could guide you, give you constructive feedback, and pinpoint all little nuances that are required to take your tracks to the next level. From my personal experience, when you're not able to produce music that you want, you have these amazing creative ideas in your head that you can't finish, it can mess up your mental health quite a lot. Back in 2018, when I was making my first album, I remember I couldn't finish my songs, my tracks for the album. And I started questioning myself, doubting myself, thinking, should I really be doing music, or maybe I should get a job or do something else? But deep inside, I always knew that music is the only thing that I want to be doing full time. Having thoughts about getting a job or doing something else, it was killing me. I was afraid that it wouldn't work with my music at the end of the day. And just about 2 years ago, things got so bad that I got depressed, nothing worked out with my music business, I was getting suicidal thoughts, and it got really, really bad. So sometimes you not being able to produce, it can affect your mental health, your life, and your overall happiness quite a lot. Now just imagine that you didn't have all these problems. So you're able to produce like a pro. Any creative idea that you have in your mind, you can transform into a full track. How would that feel to you? The key to my success with music is me being able to produce in a signature way, have that unique sound. And I'm talking just about doing the music that you love, not listening to trends or anything like that. So I was able to build a successful YouTube channel, start a coaching business, and now I do music full time. So when you can produce like a pro, it opens you a lot of possibilities and opportunities how you can monetize their skills. So you can start a YouTube channel, you can produce for other people, you can DJ, you can make music for films, you can sound design, and so much more. But the main component to that is being able to produce like a pro, have that good quality in your music.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Just wanted to jump on here super quick and just give a huge shout out to Vlad. I've been working with Vlad for roughly the last 6 months now. And to say the least, it's been an amazing experience. Vlad is someone who just genuinely really cares, and you can really tell it with his coaching, whether it's him just following up with you, him asking for you to send him demos. You can just really tell that he cares about his clients, and he's also super knowledgeable. So far working with Vlad has been absolutely phenomenal. I mean, he's taken my skills with producing. I've only been producing for about 1.5 years now. And in the last 6 months that I've been working with him, it's been insane how much value I've gotten and how much I've just learned doing our one-on-one sessions.
I would just say that people, and myself included, are also, are often really quick to spend a lot of money on gear and hardware because they think that, that's the thing that's gonna bring them to the next level as a producer. And people are often more reluctant to kind of invest in themselves and their learning. And in reality, kind of these skills that you're learning yourself are actually, having a much greater impact on the quality of your music. So yeah, I mean, I just think it's a much more valuable thing, especially in the format of this class. I mean, the way that it's set up, that it's so casual and it's so easy, to talk to Vlad and to talk to the others in the group. I think it's just so much better than a lot of the other kind of options that are out there,
And now with all that said, I want to show you how you can start producing amazing sounding music that sounds as good or even better than your favorite artist. Exactly what I said in the beginning, in the next 16 weeks. So I'm going to show you how program works, what's going to be inside, and how we're going to take your music to the next level together this year. But before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about who this program is for and who it's not for, so you can see if that's going to be a good fit or not. So if you are serious about music, if music is the only thing that you want to do in your life, if you want to commit to it, if you're ready to put time, effort, dedication, any resources that are required to succeed and to have that career that you're dreaming about. So there's no other option for you rather than winning. That this program is for you, you're gonna like it, and you're gonna get amazing results. On the other hand, if you're looking for a quick and easy solution, you are not prepared to put a lot of time, effort, dedication into this thing, because I'm gonna tell you, it's not gonna be easy. It requires enormous amounts of patience. And if you're not ready to commit fully to your music, commit to yourself, your future, it's not gonna work, unfortunately. And also, it is not gonna be cheap. So I know that I'm gonna repel a lot of people, but this is not cheap. If you're not ready, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, in your future, this is not for you. So if everything sounds good and you feel like that's a good fit, let me present to you my flagship coaching program, the Superstar Producer Academy. Okay, so I am super pumped to give you this presentation and show how everything works inside. So we're gonna have 3 super simple and straightforward steps. Number 1, unique sound development. Number 2, efficient workflow plan. And number 3, hit track production. So let me talk about each of these in more details. Unique sound development is all about creating that unique sound as it sounds. So I'm not just talking about, copying someone else or, do things like that. It's all about producing how you want. And my goal as a coach is to give you all the tools, all the resources, whether that's gonna be arrangement techniques, sound design, anything that you would need to supercharge your sound and make sure that your music reflects your soul, your unique way of how you understand and how you see your music. This is, in my opinion, unique sound. Not trying to copy, not listening to the trends, and just making music how you feel it. Number 2, efficient workflow plan. So imagine if you could produce 2 times faster, 5 times faster, heck, 10 times faster. Would that make a difference for you? That's exactly what we're gonna be doing during this step. So I'm gonna help you to build systems, templates, presets, and everything will be organized in a way so that you can focus just on creative process without spending time on boring things and like all this technical stuff. So for example, instead of doing one thing and you have to do 10 actions, we can trim it down to 1-2 actions. And number 3, hit track production. So this step is all about producing a hit track, as simple as it sounds. So I'm gonna show you the full track creation process, starting from a blank project track idea to mixed and mastered track that is ready for the release. And you will learn every single step of the process. So idea creation, sound design, arrangement, drum programming, creating leads, composition, automation, and so much more. Of course, I cannot even tell you this in one video, how much is included here. Now let's talk about the timeline, how much time it's gonna take for you, and what are the steps that we're gonna be taking. So as you can see, week 1 is gonna be all about preparation. So meeting each other, analyzing references that you like, creating a plan for you, how we gonna be working together based on your specific needs. And as well, I'm gonna give you the access to my resources, courses, and more. And then we start creating the track idea, arrangement, mixing, finalization, mastering. And in 16 weeks, you're gonna have 3 industry standards quality tracks ready for the release. Now let's talk about the results that you're gonna get from this. This is the most important part, of course. So you have a clear system on how to turn creative ideas into hit tracks. Speaks for itself. Next one, you have unique sound in your tracks and in your music. You can finish tracks in 4 to 5, 6 hours. Sometimes it takes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but that's the sweet spot, what I noticed, how much time it takes to finish a track. And I'm talking about a finished arrangement. I'm not counting mixing here because mixing takes a bit more time, but the full idea, which is playable in the club and which is listenable, you can expect in 4 to 6 hours. You have 3 industry standard quality tracks ready for the release as a result of our collaboration during this program. So this one again speaks for itself. You can create any sounds from your head with synths and effects. We're going to be focusing a lot on sound design and helping you to create the sounds that you want and that you see, so you understand how to synthesize them or what kind of effects to apply to get the sound that you're looking for. And finally, your tracks sound good on any system, whether it's like a home studio speaker, phone, club system, car system, any sound system that you can imagine. And I'm gonna make this program even juicier with my superstar producer guarantee. So I had a couple of cases when I had to spend more time than the actual length of the program to finish projects with my clients. So if by the end of 16 weeks, you don't get the results, I will work for you for free until we finish all the tracks. So there's literally zero risk for you here.
You know, I didn't know much about mixing, didn't know much about arrangement or sound design. So having Vlad there, taking me through all those things has been fantastic. Yeah, I guess favourite part of working with Vlad, I guess getting a finished product at the end of the day, keeping me on track. Don't really have the self-discipline to keep plugging away at a song for too long on my own. I get a bit bored, just think, I'll just work on the next one without actually getting much properly finished. So having Vlad there keeping me accountable and making sure that we just focus on one song till it's done, it's been very good. I definitely recommend working with Vlad to other people. It's very knowledgeable, it's very easy to work with. We have a good collaboration, you know, not everything I do he likes, and he's sort of okay saying that, and we can take, you know, work on it. And then some things he'll do, I sort of say, well, yeah, maybe not, and no one gets upset. Just have a constructive relationship like that. So it's been really good.
So this is my flagship program and everything that you need to know for now. There are, of course, a couple more things like logistics and high-level stuff, but we can discuss that during our personal conversation. And now I want to talk about one more important thing, staying as you are and the cost of inaction. In my coaching experience, I worked with a couple of guys and we worked for like 2-3 months, and after a certain point, they decided to stop the collaboration and start working together. And I hit the same guy up again in 1.5 years, and I remember him telling me that he had exact same problems. He couldn't finish tracks, he couldn't get clean sounding mixes, and so on and so on. And it breaks my heart that so much time has passed and they are stuck in the same situation. So if you have watched the video this far, first of all, congratulations. You're taking a very huge step forward in your music career and in your life. It's going to be a mind-blowing, amazing transition. So I just want to remind you that no matter where you are at the moment with your music, it is possible. It is possible to do music full-time. It is possible to play gigs that you want. It is possible to make how much money you want with your music. That's it for this video. That's everything that you need to know about my program. So there's a link down below. Click the link, book a call, fill in the application form, and we're gonna have a conversation, see if that's gonna be a good fit. I'm gonna listen to the references that you send me, to your demos. All the things are gonna be in the application form, and then after our conversation, we're gonna see if that's gonna be a good fit for you, if that's gonna be a good fit for me, and then we're gonna start working together, and we're gonna take your music to the next level this year. So click the link down below and let's have a chat.